Hi guys, welcome to our live stream. Welcome to Shelly stream. Today we'll present some of our new devices, and as you know, behind me is a IFA booth, not IFA, sorry, White and Building booth in Frankfurt. You are welcome to say in the very beginning. If somebody can see and can try our new devices. But not only the new devices, today we will show some very interesting features which we built and which will be released for our Pro devices. But okay, let's not waste the time. Let's start from the beginning. Now we'll start presenting our first new device for today. And this is the new Shelly Tough Button. Let's show something. Yeah, this is the button and how it looks like. It's compared with the old one. This is a really very well made build and very strong. And as you see, it's looks like a monolith device, which we can control everything. The features basically is the same as the device which we have before, but this one is very special because I want to show you something which we do with this device before showing how it works. And basically, yeah, you can see that this is the device which I test personally for the last few months. The battery life is really long. First, which is important because it's more than 5 years. It depends how often you use it, but usually the device doesn't use the battery, except if you use the special beacon mode, when we can track with this device where is somebody else or where you are, and you can switch on the lights based on your position in the house. But let's first show something which is very interesting for this device and our test. Yeah. Yeah, as I show, this device is still working and working very well and very fast. Same of the all Bluetooth devices. And I now show the connection through the cloud. Mean when I push the device, then our Shelly just receive the signal, send this to the cloud, and then the cloud control the lights. And again, when I push it back, then the device send it through our any Pro or Plus devices the information to the cloud, and then the cloud react. Of course, you can make it much faster if you need it. May build the script into the Shelly device. Also, it's fully compatible. It's already supported for the Home Assistant. There's one more test, but unfortunately, I crashed my drone just a day before to make this test. But we wanna drop this device for 300 meters or over the 1,000 feet, because we're sure that this is work, and the device really is very strong. And it's not only strong, it's IP45, which means in case if going dirty and if you want just to clean it, is not the problem. The device is still working and is working without any problems. And this is because the IP45 protection and also the impact resistance, as you see, it's completely safe to be used in any environment. And not only, especially for the Tough Button, we make it in the 3 different colors. And the more colors is coming. There is a black color, there is a mocha color, there is a cappuccino color, as we say, the ivory. This is the one which I showed at the beginning. And also in the future there will be different colors, as I show now for the first devices which we test. And you're welcome. This one will be available for our web shop from the beginning of April. We prepare some buttons to be ready and to place on the stores right now, but it's unfortunately, not unfortunately, but more of our employees also very much like it. They take it, they want to test it, and now we have a very limited number of the devices for presentation, and this is the reason to not have this device in our shop. But beginning of April we can order it, and yeah, you are welcome. And let's see now, we coming to the next one. The next device we want to present is still the Bluetooth device. And this is the completely new Bluetooth Shelly HNT. It's a humidity and temperature. It's very small device. It's equipped with a battery, CR2032 battery. And even with that, this device can work more than 3 years. It's sending every 1 minute the temperature and humidity, no matter there is a change or is not. It's also supported already from Home Assistant, and you can order it right now. We have a limited quantity, but there is, and you can order from our web shop. And it's not only this one, it's also IP54 protection, which means you can use it same way you can use it outside. There is no problem for the device. I cannot show its work or no now, but it's working. Even with the hole, it's completely protected. And there is a lot of purposes with this device. Let's show some of them which we test and using during our test. The first one, we place it in the, of course, the usual, in the wall. You can place in the furniture or whenever you want. It's absolutely small and suitable to be placed everywhere. But not only, we also place in the fridge. And inside the fridge, you can measure the temperature and humidity, and also you can make a sense, and the device could react in case if the temperature in the fridge is rising or if the door is open. The device can detect that and can send you the information. And not only, because there is a lots of you, we know that there is a 3D printer enthusiast. You can use this device also to measuring the humidity of your filaments. You can just you can place it to the box together with the filaments to have a data about the humidity environment. Or if you have a cigarette box, you can do that one, or if you have the wine vitrine also. But also, especially for 3D printing, you can also place inside of the holder. The device is working from -40 to plus close to 80 degrees. The limitation is just coming from the battery, because the battery is rated up to 85 degrees. And there is still the 3 covers, the same 3 covers which we make in the beginning for you, and the same covers with the button. Something which is very interesting, there is no matter that the device is working of -20, the battery life is not affected, the range is not affected. We just need to be careful to place close to the fridge door to detect the right temperature and to detect if the door is open. And this is the second, the Bluetooth device. As you've seen in our test, the device is working on -18 degrees. It's more than a few months, and sent all data through the Shelly Cloud, through the Home Assistant, and everywhere. This is for the Bluetooth button. And now, what about next? This is the two new Bluetooth devices, which we show. I make some, let's say, I show some pictures, not clear picture for devices, but this is the full devices, how they're working. And now let's go for the next one. And this is the Shelly One Switch. Something, for all of you, there is a problem basically when you place the devices inside of the breaker box. There is one problem with how to wire them with the Ethernet. There is many switches, Ethernet switches on the market, but unfortunately all of them require to have a separate power supply and then the switch. For what we do, we build in the power supply inside of the switch, and there is the 5-port switch. If you need more, of course, you can use the more Shelly One Switch devices next to each other. I will show you just after minutes the first integration for which we use practically for this device. It's nothing special at all. This is the 100 megabits switch with the built-in power supply. I seen that many of you is asking about the power over Ethernet to provide or to be used. Unfortunately, this is not possible because power over Ethernet needs a much higher and bigger power supply. which is not possible to be built in such a space. And the main target for this device is to give you the comfortable and the new way to wiring through internet our existing Pro devices. And something interesting about the features and what we want to show you now. A few days ago, we just say that our devices are supporting KNX. And this is something which will come in for all Pro devices with the firmware update beginning of April. And let's show you how this looks like. This is the KNX system, which is controlling Shelly devices. But something which is important, this is the Shelly device with KNX integration. As you can see, we just not make just a simple KNX integration. This is KNX over IP, but we really build in the whole and the most the very detailed KNX interface is not only to switch on or switch off, but also the devices can measuring and report the power to KNX controller. And also you can control separately input and output with different addresses. If you ask me, I'm not very familiar for everything, but the guys which will make it inside the team, they know how to use this device. Especially also for the Pro dimmer, this is already this will be supported from our April firmware update. And as you can see, also there is a lots of options which you can set in this device and to make it fully compatible. How this could help to the KNX integrators? This is first they can use the not only the combination between not only the KNX controller features, but also they can use the Shelly app in parallel with the KNX. They can create the scene scripts into the Shelly device, not only in the controller, and also they can have a much more completely full system with all features built in. I can show how this is work. For example, this is our Shelly 4 Pro. If I switch on the channel 1, then you can see that on the KNX controller, the channel 1 is switched on. If I switch also from here the channel 2, you can see also the channel 2 is switched on. At the moment, we doesn't have a connected power supply, and this is the reason why you don't see the consumption inside of the KNX system. But if there is, you can see a wife and you can see the whole energy data. Also about the dimmer, you can switch the dimmer on, and then you can see in the KNX system that the dimmer is switched on with the brightness. You can control from the KNX controller or from KNX application, and then you can see also that the dimmer reacts. Everything of course coming very fast because the system is completely wired through the Ethernet and Ethernet switches, as you see, to the KNX controller. And this is something which we built, especially I see some question related for the Shelly dimmer, and I can see that this device is completely free of flickering. The device is working very stable, can control any kind of the dimmable lights, and I think it's tested for the very long time for our QA group, for more than 50 external QA members of our group, in very detailed testing with all kind of the lights and any kind of the conditions. And yes, it's working very well and very good. And this is about the KNX. As I can say, it's especially for the KNX, the firmware update. All Pro devices will receive this one for free. With the firmware update of beginning of April, we just finished some polishing the integration, but everything looks very good. Also, something which is important, our Gen 3 devices, at the moment is the minis, and then the other Gen 3 devices which will be on the market, then they will support also KNX, which give you possibility, especially for installers, to use the KNX controller. But if there is no wiring, they can use the PUS device and over the Wi-Fi to integrate this device as the part of the KNX system. I think something which at the moment is nobody make it with a such detailed way, because with everything which we built inside of the devices, this is really amazing features for the Pro line and also for the Gen 3 line which we give you with the Shelly devices. And now, something new. The last few months we're working very hard also for the wave devices, and now you have a Z-Wave devices which can cover the same range of the Shelly Pro, Shelly Mini and Shelly Plus line. They still the Z-Wave devices, and this is the, for example, this is the Wave Mini. Sorry, but it's packaged very well here. Yeah, this is the Shelly Mini. The difference is that the white terminal instead the black terminals which we have in our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth version of the Minis. Also for the Pro devices, there's the full series of the professional Z-Wave devices for DIN mountable integrations. But let's first, it's better our team from Slovenia, Cubino, which make them to present by themselves.
Hi, my name is Igor and I will present you our just launched Wave line of mini devices. Here we have Wave 1 Mini, Wave 1 PM Mini and Wave PM Mini. These models were designed with convenience in mind. Their size was reduced by 35% compared to the standard retrofit Wave models. And thanks to their small size, they fit even into the most crowded wall boxes and behind switches where the standard device don't fit. However, despite their compact size and very affordable price, mini devices don't compromise on performance. They work on the same latest Z-Wave S800 chip and still include all the features. As mentioned before, the Wave Mini line currently consists of 3 devices. Wave 1 is a smart switch with a dry contact that supports a load up to 8 amperes. With the Wave 1 PM Mini, you can also remotely control appliances up to 8 ampere and measure its power consumption. Wave PM Mini is a smart power meter which allows you to track power consumption of an appliance with a load up to 16 amperes. This device is especially useful if you want to analyze and optimize your energy consumption. Okay, let us now demonstrate our Smart Start. To add the device to the Smart Start list, you just need to scan the QR code located on the device itself, copy the code into the QR code list and activate the new device and power it afterwards. What you need to do is to power the device after you add the QR code or DSK code to the controller. Once the device is powered up, it will automatically start the inclusion process, and after a few seconds the device will be fully functionally in the controller. You can use now your device, switching it on and off from the UI, so from your application or from your switch connected to it.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is the fully Z-Wave line, and I hope that especially the customers which still have a Z-Wave controllers on planning to have a Z-Wave controllers in their homes. They will be very happy because there is the prices is very good for especially for the Z-Wave devices, and not only the prices but also the features which we build in. This is the newest Z800 Z-Wave 800 version of the chips built inside, which give you the additional more range and faster response, and also the better security. And nobody for the last few years, what as we've seen, doesn't release the new Z-Wave devices, but now we have a bunch and we continue to working on that. Also soon we will release also not only the relays but also the sensors, which is the Z-Wave sensors, which will be integrated into your system. And again, one more time, just to show, this is the products, this is the features, but the first, this is the humidity and temperature, the Bluetooth H&T, working with a CR2032 battery, more than 3 years on a battery, and sending constantly every minute temperature and humidity through Bluetooth and over the Shellys. You can receive this information in the cloud, or you can receive this information in your local system, OpenHub or Home Assistant, all of them supported. And the second one, this is the button. Let's choose the black one, the same black one, the button, the tough button, from what you see, it's very durable device, which can survive even if the car is going over it, or you can drop. This is no problem. For the both of them, they are IP54, and you can place them outside, and even some water or rain will not affect them at all. This is something which we're looking for, the long battery life and the huge possibility to be placed everywhere, these devices, and to be very useful in different use cases. I'm sure that you will be satisfied with these devices. And again, something which is very important also for the Bluetooth devices, if you open the Shelly app, the Shelly control app, then now you can see the Bluetooth version, the firmware version of the Bluetooth devices, and you're able to update them, and even that with the latest version, because we make also additional improvements on them, which extend the coverage, which also have a better consumption and extend the battery life. And this happens with the firmware update, which can go there with the Shelly control app. Check the firmware version, and you can update your Bluetooth devices very fast, very similar to the Wi-Fi devices. The only difference that you need to be there around them because it's Bluetooth. That's everything for today. It's a short session, it's not so long and not so many devices, but beginning of April we're planning to have a new broadcast when we have a new bunch of the devices. From some of them I seen that you asking for the long time and you're working very hard. We doesn't show them right now because it's time, it's on mass production, and also we polishing some features, it's under certification, which can take a little bit additional time. Something which maybe you can see from the video, which will be available, and maybe some of you start receiving it as a present. This is the special Shelly keychain, but with embedded NFC tag. With NFC tag you can use to many purposes. It's 900 kilobytes of memory built in for your credential, or to open and close your gateways, which is mean that also you can expect for the future the special Shelly device, which also support NFC, and you can use it in the combination with the keychain with the built NFC. But this is just I just spoiling it because this one you can start receive it, but this also is something which will make for the future, and combine these devices and make them possible to control your house or unlock your doors as part of the Shelly infrastructure. And something also new is coming as the features. You'll see it beginning of April. I'm sure that we can show much more, and we can release also the very interesting devices which we can use in your houses. Thank you very much for today. If you have a question, of course, you're free to ask these questions in the Facebook, which at the moment is completely down from what I've seen. But also in the YouTube channel, and we will be happy to answer. Also, you can register in community.shelly.cloud, which is our forum, and you can ask the questions there. Our support team and our engineers will be happy to answer a few questions. Thank you very much one more time. Have a good day.